Everyone, it's Chad here coming to you from Minot. Just wanted to take some time and go over some of the questions that I've seen so many of you asking over the last weeks of the initial startup of the beta program with Starlink, and see if I can answer them to the best of my knowledge. Hopefully that's going to be helpful for many of you. Just talking about Starlink, first thing to talk about is what exactly is Starlink. It's just an internet service provided by Elon Musk and SpaceX, where they've launched currently hundreds of satellites into low Earth orbit, creating a constellation to provide low-cost internet service anywhere in the world that's really high performing. Would provide people in low to moderate population densities around the world with affordable high-speed internet access, including many who have never had internet access before. It's a project that was unveiled in 2015, and in June Elon said the value of Starlink is to provide low latency, high bandwidth internet access to the sparse and moderately sparse and relatively low density areas. Rural and semi-rural places that don't have any adequate internet access are optimal and will target 3 to 5% of people in the world. It's not well suited for high density cities. SpaceX right now has permission to deploy almost 12,000 satellites, and it's requesting permission to deploy up to 30,000 satellites in other orbits, partially replacing the existing authorization. What needs to happen before you can sign up? You have to go to starlink.com to sign up. There's a sign up page there. You express your interest in the beta program to become a beta tester. You wait for a return email that invites you to go ahead and be a participant. From there, there's a link where you order the equipment and become a subscriber. The equipment does cost money up front, a package of $499. US dollars is required to receive the phased array antenna, as well as a router and cables and power supply. That cost is up front, and then there's a $99 per month service fee. What kind of service can you expect with your subscription? Starlink promises anywhere between 50 and 150 megabits per second on the download speed, and anywhere from 20 to 40 megabits per second on the upload speed. Low latency, anywhere from 20 to 40 milliseconds, is also a good potential for the service. So that's kind of the draw, is really fast service up and down, as well as low latency. So excellent service, especially for rural or areas that are not served at all by internet. This type of service can be used in pretty much any location once the service goes full scale, after it gets out of its beta, which is currently limited to northern United States and southern Canada. It can be adopted throughout the world. So right now they are limiting the service to the location in the address that beta users list in their application. It's not a portable system, can't be mounted to a vehicle or taken on a boat. It needs to basically stay at or very close to its home address. Taking it onto a vehicle or a boat, any jostling of the equipment will cause the their phased array antenna to reset and go through a restart procedure, which would take 3 to 5 minutes just to repower up the system and find its signal. And then once it is away from its home address or very near its home address, the system will just not work at all. Starlink is definitely limiting its geographic location. As far as data caps go, are there monthly data caps? Right now, no. Currently, no, but that could change depending on changes of their terms of service. If they see a need to change the data cap and apply one, depending on if there are abuses to the system, they want to keep it fair for everyone using the system. But right now, currently, they're managing that by the number of users even allowed into the beta program. Will there be service in different countries other than the United States and Canada? Yes, that will happen. When will it happen? That's really up to each nation's government authorities to decide. SpaceX and Starlink has to work with each individual nation to get past the regulation part of it, to allow the citizens of each nation to become customers of Starlink. Different countries will see different timetables for getting the service. So some could be in the next few months, some it could be years. It just depends on each country's government authorities. Basically, it's an internet service. Some people are asking about, is it designed to replace cell phones for telephone service? The answer to that is no, it's not that type of system. It's internet only currently, due to the fact that the type of antenna required to receive the signal from the low Earth orbit satellites requires this special phased array antenna. And the type of antenna required doesn't work to receive a signal indoors. So telephone calls, even if you did have a handset that did have an antenna that could receive this type of signal, it's not going to work indoors to receive telephone calls. That's just not something that the system is designed to do. So you're not going to be able to cancel your cell phone service as far as that type of service goes. So that's just a couple of the questions that I just wanted to address. I've seen those topics come up. I wanted to hopefully answer some of those questions, and I'm always interested in having more discussion about the capabilities of the system. So make sure to subscribe to my page, leave comments and questions. I'll do my best to answer, and keep an open dialogues. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and do so and get the notifications so that you do get notified of my new videos. So that's one more quick video for you tonight, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.